Okay, guys, we have a slight delay until Emre and Mahalit come, since they're the judges. Maybe one individual who participated in the hackathon could tell us a couple of stuff. That would be nice. Or no one? No participants? Okay, I could see the list of people here. Samir, maybe until we get started, could you tell us a little bit about the hackathon dynamics?
What did you say? I would say the data user.
Okay, a lot of audio.
Emma is joining. Let's give him like a minute or something. And then Ananya it starts with some introductions, which seems are fine. Go easier.
Okay, yeah, I think we should get started. And the only remaining individual is Emre, and I think he's about to join. So yeah, before we start on the judging section of the event, let's just have a couple of discussions about how the hackathon was. So we had about 54 total projects, all from G5 in-person education. So this hackathon only included individuals from the three universities, AIT, ASTU, and also the other ASTU, which is in Adama. So 9 groups from the three universities, like I said, participated. 239 individuals were a participant in this Chartan Hackathon, which is quite high. We cannot even call it a mini hackathon anymore, since 239 people are a bit too much, I guess. We had 27 mentors from both core dev and also the education squad. They guided the teams in most technical and also other non-technical activities they did. So yeah, yesterday me and also other education squad members in the in-person education team graded the projects, all 54 projects, and we selected 8 projects based on the grading given from all heads. So yeah, today we're going to be presenting those 8 projects. And the criteria we're going to be using for this certain judging looks something like this. So we have innovation and creativity, how unique the idea is. We have the technical implementation, how well the idea is implemented during the phase of the hackathon. The UI and UX, the experience and interface, quite straightforward. We also have the market potential, how big the certain product that the student came up with could grow. We have the pitch presentation, so all the members were required to prepare a pitch for their ideas, and in that pitch, different activities were done, and we have graded those. And finally, we have impact and scalability. The number of lives that certain projects could possibly impact and how scalable it is another criteria we considered. So yeah, the jury looks like this for grading today's projects. We have the founder and CEO, Emre Barul. Also have the head of academy, almost a member at A2SV for about 2 to 3 years. Brooke Zodu, the deputy head of academy. Brooke Makonnen, also a long-standing member for about 2 to 3 years. We also have an ex-Google and Databricks intern, Mahalit Haile, which is currently the head of development. And we have Zelalem Bogalo, who is the head of product and also business intelligence at A2SV. So yeah, that is just a short summary of the jury and the criteria we're going to be using for grading. I think hopefully Emre is in the meeting, so we could start adding the members into the breakout room. Is Emre in the meeting?
Yes, Tim. Sorry, we were in another meeting. I joined a bit late, but I'm here.
Awesome. So yeah, just a short heads up. We're going to be structured into another breakout room. The judges, me, and also the individuals presenting at that certain time. So please accept the invitation for the breakout rooms. After it is sent, Galila will be sending those.
Okay, got it.
Alright, team, you can get started with your pitch decks.
Hello.
Hi, Mohammed.
Hey, am I audible?
Yep, we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, can you tell me when the clock starts?
How much time is dedicated, guys?
6 minutes total. 3 to 4 minutes presentation. A minute or 2 minutes, maximum 2 minutes for the demo.
I think we have Garida to handle that.
Alright, the clock starts now.
Let me just present it quickly.
Yes, Mohammed, please get started.
Okay. I'm Mohammed Shamim from Group 55, Team 7. Our team is called NExtract Team. Our product is NExtract, your key to research clarity. Our mission, come on. Our mission is helping knowledge seekers from all levels understand research papers by using AI-powered tech. The problem we are wishing to solve is in academic institutions, both lecturers and students often face significant challenges when navigating through research papers. This is frequent with lengthy papers and jargon-filled ones, which could be difficult to parse for essential information, making the reader miss important information. Our solution is NExtract, a system that utilizes large language models to summarize, highlight, and explain research papers for all. How does it work, if you ask? The system receives the paper or the piece of information the user wants to be processed and gives the option of summarization, highlighting, and cross-referencing with other papers. The user gains access to an easy-to-understand form of the paper, in addition to features like collaboration with fellow learners and getting access to remarks from senior researchers, leaving their thoughts on a specific research paper. Our unique selling points are: we help students gain access to a handful of insights, saving them time and effort. We also let users and learners collaborate with fellow learners. And based on our market research, we have found that our product's pricing is 48% cheaper than the lowest in the market. Our target market and competition. Our target market, we have based on three parameters: demographic, geographic, and psychographic. Our demographic are students or general knowledge seekers, or possibly higher institution teachers, if applicable. Our geographic is Africa, Ethiopia in particular. Our psychographic is knowledge-seeking individuals, skeptic, and keen on thorough understanding. This is our market trend. As far as you can see, from 2022, there were over 5.14 million academic research papers published per year, with a steady increase since 2021 of 2% each year. What we have found also from another estimate sourced here down below, there is only 20% of these research papers are read. This is the market opportunity. We have focused on postgraduate students and researchers, since they have the most exposure to such papers. This is our competitor analysis. We have focused on collaboration tools and cheaper pricing as our main competitive leverage. And also another huge point, we are Africa's only AI-powered research summarizer. This is our go-to-market strategy. For the sake of saving time, we can go over it in the question session. This is our revenue streams. This also represents our pricing strategy. We have a freemium model. We give basic version of the product with limited features and usage caps, giving the option for the user to buy more usage tokens per se. We have a pay-per-use model, which gives institutions, enterprises, or teams more availability of the product, so they can use it as much as they can pay. We have a partnership and affiliation program where we want to go and reach out to educational institutions, research institutes, to make collaborations because of the instances where a paywall might happen. So we would reach out to such institutions to at least give us a discount or give them co-branded services. This is our financial projections for the next 3 years. There's a link here, so you can get access to our sheets with more detailed information on that. Our call to action is funding, feedback, and relevant partnership. This was the team. Thank you. We will have a model explanation shortly. I hope my other partners are in the group chats. Yeah, Manuel, can you take on?
Hello, my name is Emmanuel, and I am the front-end developer in Extract, and I'm going to be demoing what we built in the last week. So to get started, this is our landing page. It's very simple, and to get started, you can click this button here, and then if you haven't signed up, it will redirect you to our clerk sign up. Where you can use GitHub, Google, or your email address to sign in. I'm going to use Google. and then I can choose my count, and then I can continue. So this will redirect me to the dashboard, as you can see, where there is beautifully made statistics of number of articles analyzed, number of collaborators, number of research analyzed, as well as current usage of your personal limit, as well as latest summaries in the first dashboard. And the main feature of our app is the article page, where you can analyze articles and research papers. So it has basically three parts, where you can upload an article, a paper, or research paper, and then there is the prompt section, and then there are 6 presets we made. So I'm going to upload a document. So I can click any research I want. I'm going to click paper 3, and then as for the prompt, just for saving time, just going to say summarize this text, and I have around 6 presets here. Um, let's do explain like I'm 5. So I want to understand this paper, and I want it to explain it to me like I'm 5. So I can click this analyze button here, and then it takes a couple of seconds to analyze the document.
Okay, you guys are left with 1 minute. Apologies.
Okay. So the summaries, as you can see right here, it explained it explained the research paper to me like I'm 5. And then when we go to the documents page, as you can see, previously analyzed documents appear here, where you can collaborate with your teammates and um, other people. As you can see, you can select this feature is not done yet. We're working on it, and yeah. So as for the pricing section, we have three plans: the personal plan, the pro plan, and the enterprise plan. The personal plan has 30 summaries a month with ads and great community support. As for the pro, it's 125 per a month and or 2050 per a year with unlimited summaries and some other features. And then for the enterprise section, we have much more features, and the price is custom. Thank you.
Okay, nice timing. Yeah, so the Q&A could start from the judges. Any questions you have about 5 minutes to address them. Let's, I guess, start with Emre. CEO first.
Thank you, Ananya. So my first question is, why only scientific papers? Like it feels like what you have generated, even a scientific paper as an input. Let's say if I give Turkish laws, potentially it can also summarize, or maybe I can also add a query, right? There are presets there. Like why do we limit it to only scientific papers? That's my first question.
We saw the biggest opening in the market in scientific research institutes. And also, we are not actually limiting ourselves to scientific papers. You can actually look up any research paper as long as you have a certain amount of, you are looking for something specific in that paper. It's because we focus on research papers because they are famously or infamously, if I might add, lengthy and jargon filled with very technical terms. So I think the best use of our product would be with scientific papers, but actually there is no limiting you with any other form of papers.
Got you. Like my recommendation is going to be definitely not limiting to scientific papers, because when you say scientific papers, maybe you lose 95% of the people in the world who are never reading scientific papers. So like from go-to-market strategy, I would recommend keeping it more generic, like thinking of other use cases where people give you a long text and give you a question, and you basically answer that question based on the text. So the technology that you have produced at the moment seems like it's capable of doing that. Like if I give you a, let's say, a novel, and then ask you a question, hey, what happened after this guy did this? Like it can potentially understand and give me that answer. So my recommendation is, since everything is already there, try to generalize. Like if I was an investor, I wouldn't put my money for, let's say, summarizing scientific papers. But if it is something that I believe more people are going to use, then I would consider it worth as investment. Does it make sense?
Yeah, it totally does. Can I add a point?
Definitely.
Okay. The thing is, we're also trying to make this a way of extracting data. And whenever a certain business wants to start its venture, wants to minimize the possibility of loss by trying to predict what could happen. And data is the only way that could possibly be approached. So what we are doing is sort of data manipulation, but for this specific use case and for the scope of this hackathon, this is the product we're willing to present. But it is very scalable and has potential to grow into something big.
Got you. And one more use case that came to my mind, then I will leave it to other judges. For example, like when I am, let's say, getting a membership for a website or start using a new service, usually they give me like 30 pages of, oh, hey, this is our user agreement. Like, and I say yes. I don't know what I'm saying yes to. And to me, like almost nobody reads them. So one use case can be like whenever such kind of a user agreement that comes on my way, I would love to give it to your in extract and then get the highlights. Hey, like what am I saying yes to? Does it make sense? Like this happens often whenever I am registering to a new app or website. Usually there is a user agreement, right? So maybe that can be another point to consider for such kind of a tool. Great job. Thank you.
Thanks.
Awesome. Does any other judge have any suggestions or questions? Maybe one more individual. If not, we can move on to the next group. Thumbs up if you don't have anything. Oh, Brooke, okay. You can take over.
Yeah, just to add on what Ibrahim suggested. Now, like whenever people want something summarized, they would have to come to your platform and do a bunch of clicks and uploads before they get their summaries. It would be nice if we have an extension version where people can just, while they're reading it, select an excerpt and summarize it on the go. It eases the pain.
That's definitely a very great idea, and we'll definitely work on that.
Awesome. So I think that's everything with the judges. I hope you all the luck in extract, and we could put in the next group. You guys could leave.
Ananya, one question. Are we
Yeah.
supposed to do the grading now for the project that we have seen?
Yes. You already have the criteria given to you. You can grade them based on those.
Thank you.
Okay. So the next team is going to be Heather Link. They're going to be joining us soon. But thumbs up when you finish grading. Okay, I think Brooke is the only one remaining. Have you finished, Brooke?
You mean Brook McCoy?
Brooke, okay, then yes.
Yeah, I think he started.
Okay. So, yeah, I think the individuals are here. Just minor notes for the teams presenting. So you have 6 minutes. I'm going to tell you when you have 1 minute remaining. and after there's going to be a 24 minutes long. So yeah, you can start presenting your screen and pitch your idea. Fraud, I think you're the team leader. No, you're the front-end developer. Or Malika Salam, one of you could use the...
Can we share the screen on top of yours?
Yes, definitely share it.
Okay, Robin.
Having a network issue.
Can you guys see my screen? Hello, my name is Robin. I'll be representing our group Nexus. Our project is called Hyperlink. So what's Hyperlink? It's a comprehensive online ecosystem addressing the challenge of individuals and business in Ethiopia and Africa. As you know, the world is moving toward this digital economy where you can access everything through your phone. So we're trying to use that to our opportunity and create an environment where multiple services are given in one single platform. So what's the problem that we're trying to solve? There's absence of a bidding system in e-commerce platforms, so we're trying to integrate that in our system. And there's also lack of multiple payment options. We can in our system we can use different local and also others to pay in whatever currency we need. And the third one is difficulty in accessing a wide range of products and services. So variety is also an issue, and we're trying to solve that. And there's also unreliable delivery system in Ethiopia and Africa. So we're trying to solve that throughout our system. So
I think
Is
we
it only
lost
on my
Rob.
end or
No, it's
lost
actually on
Robert?
the other side. I think we lost Robil. Robil, are you there? Maybe could somebody else take over? Yes, he's back.
Okay, can you guys see my screen? Am I audible?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, so what's the solution that our platform provides? We are integrating an auction system and also different payment options for our for selling the items, for buying the items, and also different variety of physical and digital products can be integrated into a single platform. This is one of the solutions because nowadays things are fragmented. What makes us unique? The first thing is we can get everything.
Can you make it full screen? Sorry, like
Okay,
the slide. Bottom right corner. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Okay. So what makes us unique is like we can get.
I think we
Hello?
lost him again. Yeah. Malika Salam.
Hello?
Yeah, we could hear.
Hello? Okay. What makes us unique is like we can get different things or needs into a single platform. Our auction system becomes smooth. So every needs, so users can get different services, and also they can involve in auction system in a single platform. So we have on our market analysis, we have collected different responses from Google in order to do our analysis. But we didn't conclude it into a single form because our project is its scope is very wide, so we cannot get that much reliable information. So one of the challenges we have faced is like through the Google Forms, we cannot find, as I said, like reliable service providers. So this is one of the main challenges that we can form according to the Google informations. And then what is the market opportunity? As we said, like the system can lose users into an auction systems and also a single digital platform. And the other is like different users can buy and sell their products online. So going to the business models, it's transaction advertisement and registration. We're going to say that later. One of the marketing and sales, we have integrated different coupon features. These coupon features is once a users use the platform frequently, you can get points. We can be changed into coupon features. Later, we can use that coupon to buy things for free. And also, there is free registrations and transaction at the initial stage of the platform in order to attract users. So we're going to partner with different delivery companies and payment firms like M-Pesa, Chapa, and Deliver. Well, our marketing competition of firms in Ethiopia, as we have analyzed, is GG, Howzone. Howzone is like in the format, it's used to be like a cafe writing. So those are the marketing firms currently in Ethiopia. These are marketing analysis that we have done. So those things we get advantage over, as we see, like we can find diverse range of products on the hyperlink, the payment system, delivery system, and auction systems. We can compare it on the competitive analysis chart right over here. This financial projection is it's like a predictive, because we have analyzed similar firms and we have found there is 20,000 users for similar firms in Ethiopia. So we've calculated our mathematics in order to come up with this solution for our total revenue range in Ethiopia for the 3 up to 5 years. And we have estimated a growth rate of quarter and burn rate for up to 6 and 3 to 6 million. This is our forecasting based on our calculation. So this is what we're looking for initial investment, partnership, and mentorship.
You're left with 2 minutes.
Okay, let's continue to the Versal. This is our homepage. As you can see in our homepage, we try to express, to define, it's related to an e-commerce website. So throughout the website, we have showcased what are the things that the platform provides, like smooth auctions, buying and selling platforms, and shipments using an external delivery partners. And then everything is defined like frequently asked question testimonials. Starting being authenticated, we've been redirected to the homepage, and let's start from the marketplace. So at the marketplace, in the first section, there is a sponsor section where we got from external sponsor for our platforms, and then there's just 4 section. This is the things that, depending on the user frequent buying and selling, that the platform thinks those items suit the current user. So we're going to show that right here, and we can explore products, and then we can post them. If we are authenticated, so we can post products, let's say. Some description can be written. Sorry for that. Okay, maybe the database is not running. That's why. We can post product right over here. It's integrated. And then going through the service that we're going to provide, there is a feature service providers. In the service providers, this is like paying. Service providers will pay their item, will pay. Then we're going to feature them on the top. So this is all the features, all the services that users can find on our platforms, both real-time and in-person features. Virtual features, services will be featured on our platforms, so we can find on the service which is provided by the platform. And the other one is auction system. We can provide live auctions as well as auctions that going to later, so we can register for that auction and then we can add them to the calendar as well. So similar thing is that we can explore live and also things that will start this, so we can participate on those auction system. The other things I think we haven't talked about is like the payment that we are going to integrate. As you can see, we can use a coupon code to buy for free based on pointers, and then on our payment we can are going to integrate both the Chapa, Calibre, and M-Pesas currently available in order to do our payment, and we can communicate with external delivery partners for our daily shipment as well through the platforms. So in the future, we are thinking of using an independent platform, so independent dashboards for both armies and service providers. But for now, we are integrating all in a single platform, just because of the time constraint of the hackathon.
Awesome. So I think that is that. Do you remember if you have any questions? You're, I think, a bit past time. Brooke, you can take over.
All right. So my first question is on your competitor analysis. I have seen different online commerce platforms, but I haven't seen any auction platforms. And on the problem section, your first problem is not having a bidding system, right? So why is that?
Okay. The absence of bidding system in e-commerce is like there could be an e-commerce like an auction systems online, but just the problem we are going to solve is we are going to integrate those features in a single platform. No? We can find both those auctions, and also we can buy products, we can find services in a single platform. That's the problem we're going to solve, like coming everything, every fragmented services coming together into a single platform.
Yes, Frau.
Okay, in addition to that, I want to add that having a bidding system or an auction system helps us to increase the user engagement throughout the website, because users are by nature, like as a human, psychologically, people are like very engaged in competitive way. So if there is somehow an auction system and a way to compete people through a product, it could be a great way to increase the user engagement and attract some users to the website.
Yeah, I get the idea, but it would have been like, for example, in my first Google search, I found Auction Ethiopia. It's a website where you can bid on different things like cars, house, and things like that. So it would have been nice if you guys explore such kind of platforms, and if you've seen some sort of analysis between the thing that you're providing and the thing that's already out there. That was my point. Thank you.
Awesome. I think Zalalam raised his hand first. You could take over.
All right. So my question is, having a bidding and auction system is obviously a great idea, but we don't see it being implemented here in Ethiopia because we have different problems here. For example, it's hard to implement some refund policies or having escrow services. So I want to know when an issue happens or there is a dispute between the buyers and sellers, how do you mitigate these risks if you can't properly refund their money, or if a buyer, for example, if a buyer um, doesn't live up to the auctions that he bid. In those cases, how do you handle it, and what do you do?
I want to take this question. Anyone from the team members?
Maybe can you repeat? I didn't understand.
All right. So I'm saying having a bidding or auction system requires you to have some refunds or some escrow services or some sort of a promise from the buyers and the seller side. So how do you ensure that you don't have uh, a lot of no-show types of situations?
How do you mitigate your different risks? And I mean, what are these possible risks regarding the buyers and sellers?
Yes, Jonathan, I think you take it.
Okay, thank you. For the auction and for the bidding system, what we can try to do is, for most of the time, even if it's advanced in our country, we can use the technologies of such thing like blockchain, like to make everything clear for everyone and to check out every kind of transaction. And the other things that we are trying to, what we are planning to do is, until we became sure like on certain things, and we do most of our researches on some kind of business things, because like the research we have done is like it's almost nothing when compared to the reloaded. So when we do our reloaded research, what we can do is like we can allow the bidders only to compete, some users only to compete if they are really qualified to bidding system. That means if they have some kind of milestone on their transaction on the platform, so that we can make sure that we are not interrupted by some kind of false things or false transactions. Thank you.
Awesome. So I think Brooke raised his hand too. Brooke Zoki, you want to take it?
It was a very similar question to Zalam's, but I don't know if the response that you give, Jonathan, would address the issue, because how are the customers supposed to build their profiles and build the trust of the platform without being able to bid money? Because there is a risk of them being a no-show, and at the same time, you want to attract more customers to bid. I would suggest requiring the customers before bidding to like put in some assets, and you froze those assets whether they bid or not. And after the bidding finishes, if everything pans out, you can release the assets. But yeah, like you said, you need to do more research on that because the bidding system is a bit tricky.
Awesome. So I think that is that. Yeah, Berlin, thank you. You guys could leave the meeting. Judges, you could start grading.
Ananya,
Yes.
I would love to add a point as well. So,
Okay.
Tim, I was very happy to see that even if it's a small scale, you made a user research. You ask people, hey, what are the problems that you see? And you mentioned that number one problem was finding reliable service providers, right? Like you don't know whether they are going to send you the good that you are purchasing or something suboptimal is going to come on your way. So, like, this is actually a very important point that you have already discovered. After that, my recommendation would have been going through that route and making sure that providing a solution that you are solving it. Hey, all our vendors, we in person meet our business owners, and before the delivery, one of our teammates do the check whether the product is as described. Or like say for the troubleshooting, if they send you something different or it's damaged, we send you a customer representative and they come and they check and they, let's say, find the middle ground or the solution. Like, if you actually provide a solution to the pain point that you hear, it's a lot more likely to stick. Why am I saying this? Well, you mentioned that there is no auction platform, and Biruk Mekonnen said there are some, or there is at least one more. But in the first place, first I would ask, okay, so we know the competitive let's say temperament of human being, but is this the real main problem in e-commerce in Ethiopia? Let's say people are not purchasing. Is it because there is no auction? I am not 100% sure. Like when we look at the biggest players in the world, the biggest players don't have auction. Like Amazon is bigger than eBay. On eBay, you have auction. On Amazon, there is no auction, to my knowledge. And still, they are the biggest e-commerce marketplace in the world. Or Alibaba, does it have auction, guys? I'm not sure. Probably not. Like definitely it has direct selling, right? Like Amazon, you can click and buy and it's going to be on its way. So my recommendation is definitely going to the route that you already started, which is getting the feedback, understanding the pain point from the users, and make sure your solution is going to address the biggest pain points. Because other things that we add, they are going to be our assumptions, guys. Frankly speaking, I would question whether the biggest issue in Ethiopia is not having auction versus the user trust or the vendor trust that you have surfaced with your user study. And lastly, don't try to solve everything. Your gateway to everything, everywhere, this is too ambitious, guys. To be a super app, first you need to be an app. You know, you need to solve one thing really well, and then you can expand to other domains. So definitely stay laser focused. If I were you, I would rethink about what I'm trying to do, choose which good or which service I'm going to start from, and build my system around. And then after we solve that sub problem, then go to the next adjacent space. It's a very classic example, but Amazon started with selling books, right? Now you can buy pretty much anything in Amazon. But that wasn't the case when Amazon started. And this was key to success of Amazon. Many e-commerce companies, they were selling a lot more stuff from the beginning, which we don't even know their names today. But like overall, in a given short time, this is impressive. Good job.
Awesome. So I think that's it. Judges, you could start grading, and thank you for our link. Wait for your results and the main hall.
Alright, please let me know whenever you're done so that I can invite the next group in.
Okay, Malik is done. Brook Makonnen done. Brook Zori is also done. Salalam is done. Emre is done. Okay, yeah, everybody's done. Let's invite in the next team. The next team is Localized AI from G59. There are 5 individuals. Hopefully, all of them are in there. Galila, thumbs up if everybody's in. Okay, great. So yeah, guys, you have 6 minutes to present your idea completely. I'm gonna tell you when you have 1 minute remaining at the end. So yeah, we can get started. After that, there's gonna be a Q&A.
Welcome. In this presentation, I'm going to tell you about localized AI and why you should work with us. Our mission at Localized AI is to enable non-English proficient Ethiopians to harness the benefit of generative AI. Ethiopian people face limited access to generative AI. They can't access it using their native language, which hinders their progress to get results for their answers. And they have to find other ways to get their answers. This is data that we found from datareporter.com. There are around 20.86 million internet users in Ethiopia alone. From 120 million Ethiopian people, only 5% are fluent in English. Also, in this area, there are a small number of competitors in generative AI. So the solution we're providing for this problem is a platform that facilitates communication in users' native language by enabling interactions with generative AI in languages such as Amharic. And that can be done in two ways. The first one would be by training a model in Amharic, which we plan to do in future. And the second one would be to act as a middleman and translate the query from the user and feed it to a third-party generative AI and return a translated response from the generative AI. So what's our marketing strategy? We plan to have a community engagement by using social medias as a tool, like Facebook and Telegram. Also, in the long term, when we have an API, we plan to have partnership with local organization by sharing our API in paid manner. Revenue streams, we plan to get revenue by placing ads on our sites, also by releasing a premium version which is ads free and with extra features. Here is competitor analysis. Our localized AI is much better compared to these competitors by maintaining context. It is stable and that's translation accuracy, so it's fault tolerant. So the financial projection based on an average 10,000 cost per year, $10,000 cost per year, and based on an average 2 cents or $0.2 revenue from advertisement from a user each month, we can have substantial growth in 3 years. So here are our teams. So Charamratu and Kalib are backend developers, and Yob Tariko and Asagdadana are the front-end developers. I am Binyam Nagasa and I am the project lead. All are from G59. All are G59 students. So the issue we are addressing isn't unique to Ethiopia. So this presents an opportunity for us to expand the reach of our platform.
You have 2 minutes remaining.
You can contact us using this. Chara, you can continue.
My name is Dara, and I'm grateful for this opportunity. Let me just jump straight into the platform. So whenever new users comes in, this is a bit that new user will face. So either have to log in or sign up. So let me just register a new user.
So after I provided the information that is required, then I can sign up. Then it will bring me to this login page. So if I provide valid information, it will take me to the chat session. So this is what the chat session look like. So if I type in anything for the AI, it will respond. Let me just ask a simple question. So I'm asking the AI to tell me what is AI is. So it will take some time and it will respond. So as you can see, the AI responded. So this is what we believe what Gemini would respond if it knew Amharic. And if our user want to ask more question, he can. So even I can also ask with English. That's also valid. And the AI's response will be in Amharic as well. So as you can see, the AI responded. So we have, yeah, we can log in if you want to. And also,
Zanalam, I think, yeah, you could ask a question.
That's okay. After he finishes his presentation, I'll go.
Awesome. Okay.
So we have some examples and limitation that our system has that is provided by Amharic. So that's all we have for now. This is what our application look like, and we believe that it will be more in the future. Thank you.
Okay, that was great timing. I think Zanalam was the first person to raise his hand, so we can start for him.
All right, thank you. So yeah, nice project. It's definitely a project that we need for Africa. I have a few questions for that. So the first is, how do you ensure that your platform is culturally and linguistically sensitive to words? Because as you know, when you translate different languages, it might give unintended meanings, especially those that are deemed politically incorrect in certain countries or in certain languages. So how do you ensure that it's culturally sensitive? The second question is, when you train your model, I mean, this platform could be very useful for those languages that especially do not have much digital presence. So how do you ensure that you also keep them put them into consideration and you train your AI models in languages with less digital presence? And finally, you said you had some premium features, and I wanted to know what some of your premium features look like. Thank you.
Who will take the question? Who will be answering the question? Caleb, you could take over.
Okay, to begin with the last question, the premium version that we are going to provide is like we are going to use the GPT 4.0. So what we're gonna do is we are going to limit the number of token that the user provide or put into the prompt. So if one user got the premium version, he can put what token he wants. So, but for the free version, we are going to limit the number of tokens that's added to the prompt, plus the number of questions that's going to ask it. Share the same thing. And as we said, for the other thing, we are going to train the model using data, Amharic data sets, so, which is based on the culture that we have here. So we are going to address those issues using the trained model. We can't achieve that using these translation APIs. So we are going to provide the trained model for future. So, but for now, for just showing the prototype is achievable, and to demonstrate the demo, we've used available APIs that fit our current circumstance. Okay, what was that? I think question. I think if I missed as
Awesome. Yes, Mahali, you could take over.
Okay, so like my question is, okay, yeah, like you guys have a plan of training your LLM model. I think that's gonna take a while. So now you guys are using some APIs to translate the contents into English or like some other language. So is there a plan for you like to develop these APIs, because limited to the capabilities that they give you? So if you guys, for example, if they only accept, you guys need to give it text. If you want, for example, in the future, you want to process documents, things like that. So in order not to be limited to the APIs that you're using, is there a plan of developing those part, or are you guys gonna go straight to training LLM model?
can you repeat one more the question? Sorry.
So like you guys are using some translational APIs now, right? To translate it first before feed the contents to ChatGPT.
Yes, we are using the APIs, but your question is about the API stuff.
Yes.
So
Is there a plan of developing the APIs, like giving the translation by yourself? Because like you'd be limited to these APIs provide you, right?
yeah, for the future, what we there is a concept, I think, fine tuning. Second, so we are going. There is a pre-trained model there. We are going to add Amharic data set on the top of it. We are going to build that, and so we don't have to use the API stuff for the translation one.
Okay, so like
If
my suggestion,
that is question.
yes, like my suggestion is like it's gonna, even if there is a LLM, it's gonna take a while to produce like some good contents in the future. So yeah, my suggestion is like if you guys can also like work on these translation APIs, maybe adding more capabilities to them, you'd is in in producing more contents, in taking more type of contents in your in your product, so that like you'd give more more capabilities in your products too.
Awesome. Uh, so I think that's that. Does any other judge have any questions? Let's ignore. So yeah.
No, Ananya, not a question, just a suggestion.
Okay, suggestion.
Of course, like there are some points that Mahi mentioned that he needs to consider and work on. Also, I would recommend audio it would be really nice if we have localized audio integration. It will make things a lot easier, and it will be usable for even a larger group of people if they're going to be localizing it to the local language of Africa.
Thank you, Brooke. So yeah, I think that's it. You guys could go to the main hall. Your results will be posted on weekly website. Yes. Yeah. Judges, you could start grading their project. Thumbs up if you have finished the grading. Okay, that's 3. One more trick remaining.
Yes, I'm about to add the next team.
Awesome. Salam, I think you're finished, right? Awesome. Thank you, Zala. Thumbs up when you finish adding them, Galia. Okay, so Asbeja is the next group from G55, which is announced the team. So you guys have 6 minutes to present your idea. And after there's going to be a Q&A for about 4 minutes, and it's going to be the judges part after that. So that's it. You can get started.
Okay, can I get started?
Yes, you can get started.
Make it full screen though.
Okay, full screen. Okay, let's start now, right?
Yes.
Okay. My name is Doug Mesfin from Aswiza team, and today we're going to see our solution, Aswiza, ingredients to the steps. The main core problem that we noticed in Ethiopia is oftentimes a visible inconsistency in quality, availability, and continuity of supply of ingredients. And according to a survey, even not conclusive, shows that a significant number of households need to visit multiple places because of the problem above. This is where our solution comes in. Our solution is a centralized ingredient supply system based on the individual requirements of the various food. And it also constitutes of, by far, our unique feature, the meal-based ordering. This is our food. There is a meal-based ordering that we have. Oh, what is happening? Okay. And so coming to the market opportunity, we have a target market, which is individuals who cook at home in Addis Ababa. And it also grows up to hotels, restaurants, and also event catering organization in Addis Ababa. And the available marketing size also consists of 1 million households and 2,570 also verified. The business model also consists of cost-based pricing, which is also consists of product price and delivery fee, which also consists of the main revenue stream of our solution. When it comes to marketing and sales strategy, it also consists of bulk order discounts and social media marketing. The loyalty program also needed to promote our solution more and more. And when you see about our competitors, currently we don't have direct competitors, but indirectly we have Kagabari from Pebbles Black and also Krami Gabaya. What makes us stand out, though, is that we are primarily meal-based ordering service, which also emphasizes a delivery-based service that also ensures convenience and accessibility. And it also provides features like recipe suggestion and also ingredient customization as a whole. When you see about our financial projection, we initially see some losses because of the very dire need of promoting and also working on our solution more and more here, given the market penetration. But we can see that the profits is growing up well and well. And let's look at our team. I, Dagen Mesfen, I'm the team lead, and Michael Gasho is the backend team, and Daniela Babu and Abim Tigist are the front-end team. Together, we are making Asbiza a success. And yeah, partnering with us, investing in our business, and thank you very much for our time. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you, Dagen. Nice presentation. I think you guys gonna go. Do you have an implementation or it's just a pitch?
Yeah, we have an implementation.
Okay, you can go on to that. You have 2 minutes.
Hello everyone, my name is Abim Tigist and I'm here to show you the demo to our implementation, Asbiza. As we see here, this is a sign up page, and let's go to our login page and let's log in. Here we see our homepage, which consists of what we offer and trending meals and also information about how to order. Let's check out this meal. This meal, we can see some information about this meal, also the time it takes to prepare it and ingredients, and also a brief recipe here. We can customize how much we want it and add it to our cart here. And we can also check out some other meals we have here. Let's check out the search feature we have here. We can search meals that we want. We can also filter it based on, for example, Ethiopian food and also fasting food, like that. Let's check out the ingredient. Here we can add customized amounts of ingredients to our orders, like that. We can also use the searching here. We can also cancel some of our orders here, and let's go to the checkout part. When we check out first, we choose our location here. For now, it's Mexico. Let's continue. Here we make our payments, which is 1,840. We also have some details of the user. And after we pay, we see our receipt here. And that redirects us to the homepage. And in this homepage, we can see history, which is the receipt history of what we bought until now. Let's check this out. It shows us the receipt history here. Also have a profile. In this profile, it's a brief information about the individuals. We can also edit it. And finally, we can log out. Thank you. This was the implementation of our application.
Okay, thank you, Abia. That was nice. So, judges, any questions? No questions? Perfect product. Okay, we have Zalalam here. Zalalam, you could take over.
Yeah, hello team. I just want to understand clearly what you do. So, do you hold the inventory yourself, or are you connecting suppliers with buyers?
I think I can answer that. First off, we are holding the inventory ourselves because of the flexibility of finding the ingredients, so that it can be localized in one place in real time.
I see. And so what's the lead time for a product to be delivered?
Sorry?
What will be the lead time for a product like an ingredient to be delivered?
Okay, the average time that's needed to deliver an ingredient to a person?
Yes, yes.
Actually, like we can estimate that it's around, I don't know, because like since the city is pretty big, we can say in average it's about an hour in average, because like at the maximum it can be more than 4, at minimum it's maybe next to each other. Yeah.
I see. Yeah, so I just wanted to point out one potential issue, which is when you are scaling, you might need different metrics to different analytic tools to predict your demand, to manage inventory, and optimize your supply chain, including delivery. So, do you have some ideas for that? Have you prepared for that, or have you thought about that?
Mm.
Daniel, I think he has an answer. Yeah, Daniel, you could take over.
Okay, thank you. So when we scale this business, I think this business can go more than Ethiopia to Africa. So when this happens, we plan to we plan to partner with the local farmers that are around there, so we can work with them and try to minimize the delivery time of the ingredients.
Okay, Zalalem, hopefully you're satisfied.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so Brooke, Zaudu, you raised your hand. You can take over.
Yeah, it's just related to the alarms. Some foods they go bad if you guys are going to hold the inventory yourselves. Some like as time progresses, some foods will go bad, so you need to optimize what you're going to store or what you're going to provide to your clients, and you need a very targeted set of ingredients that you make available for the public. And as you scale, you need a way to optimize.
Awesome, thank you, Brooke. Emily, do you have any suggestions for the team or any questions?
So I would love to add some suggestion. I highly recommend starting from the restaurants team instead of focusing on homes first, because think about that. How much a restaurant need ingredients versus how much a home need ingredients. Like the scale is very different, right? At home, maybe there is a meal cooked 2 times a day. At a restaurant, a lot more times. And it's pretty much the same complexity, you know, when you are gaining a new user, like adding a home versus adding a restaurant, like as given that you solve the supply part of the problem, it's going to be similar difficulty, but the gain is going to be a lot more in one than the other. So this is like sending our hackathon reach out messages to groups with 5 members versus 5,000 members. Start with 5,000 ones, and after that you can also scale it for the smaller ones. But be aware, for the smaller ones, there are bigger challenges. So in the US, there are many companies that have been trying this, you know, sending ingredients to people's homes, sometimes even like semi-cooked manner, so that like it's going to be easy for people to prepare. It's not a very easy business to make it profitable, you know, as it is raised by some other teammates, because food items, they go bad quickly. And like rather than having more ambitious plans of, oh, we can spread this to Africa, first focus on like a very small group, you know, maybe even start with restaurants in Addis, not even Addis Ababa, start with Arat Kilo, you know, like check the restaurants here, ace your solution with them, have some partner restaurants, find some reliable suppliers, connect them, and after that you can scale. But be aware that this is a competitive market, because everybody eats, right? And everybody is aware of that. Therefore, even I'm aware some companies in the market that are trying to do this. So even one example like Chip Social, if you take a look, they help people to group their orders to get better pricing. So it's just one example. But it's a solvable problem, and depending on your team's ambition, if you go after that, you can come up with a solution that can scale in the country.
Thank you, Emre. So that is everything. You guys can leave the meeting and wait for your results in the coming days. Judges, you could start judging. Thumbs up when you finish.
Anybody left?
I think Emre is now first.
Guys, my computer is restarting. Ananya, feel free to proceed with the next team.
Okay.
It wasn't connecting to internet. I had to restart.
Understandable. Just remember the project and you could grade it afterwards. Yeah, the next team is going to be farm to table. Galila, when you finish, you could give me a thumbs up. Awesome.
By the way, like due to this internet problem, I missed part of the picture. So, like, is there an implementation at the moment? In the end, I have seen the sign-in picture, sorry, screen. But was
Yes.
there implementation that you guys have seen?
Yes, there was a slight implementation. Maybe we could send you the demo video link and you could review it again since they already
Yeah,
finished.
either video or, yeah, since they are not deployed, yeah, video link would be the best, Ananya. If you send it to me now.
Okay.
I don't want to just put random numbers.
No worries, no worries. So Galila, could you please send Mr. Emre the link to the demo video of the task team?
Thank you.
Okay, so the next team is gonna be farm to table. So the team lead could take over with the presentation. You have 6 minutes. I'm gonna tell you when you have 1 minute remaining. Then after that, it's gonna be the Q&A with the judges. You can start.
Okay, thank you so much. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
I'm sharing my screen. Can you guys see the slide?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Today we're excited to introduce you to a platform called Farm to Table. This revolutionizes agricultural supply chain in Ethiopia, bridging farmers and merchants directly. The problems are high inflation of agricultural goods in Ethiopia due to intermediaries. So because of that, there's a lower farmer compensation, higher costs for merchants and consumers. This causes food insecurity and economic strain as well. Studies show that food prices in Ethiopia increased by an average of 20% annually between 2015 and 2020, and significantly that's because of the intermediaries as well. So farmers receive less than 40% of their final retail price of their produce due to multiple layers of intermediaries because of that. So reducing the number of intermediaries could lower the food prices by up to 30%. So our solution is called Farm to Table. It's a business to business or B2B platform, and it directly connects farmers with merchants. It eliminates intermediaries to ensure fair compensation for farmers, lower costs for merchants, and alleviating the high inflation of agricultural goods in the market. So the overview is farmers post their own products on the platform and merchants can browse and see the details about the products, check the detail and place orders as well. So there will be a transaction and farmers receive better compensation because of that, and merchants also benefit from the lower prices, and indirectly that also allows consumers to buy in a more affordable amount. The features in our platform include a real-time pricing update with farmers posting products and hitting prices, and also detailed profiles that shows the product quality and status, and timely market information and trends, and also integrated payment gateway, and also flexible delivery options. The market opportunity includes our target market is the small and medium-sized farmers and diverse merchants. So 67% of Ethiopians are engaged in agriculture, and also 24.3 million internet users are in Ethiopia, and also with an internet penetration of 19.4%. So there's a high growth potential as well. So our business model is 80% transaction or service fee on each sale made through the platform. And also after the first year, for the first year, it's gonna be free, but after the first year, we will have subscription plans for both the farmer and merchants because it's a business to business platform. And also you'll get a revenue from ads displayed on the platform, for example, fertilizer ads, pesticide ads. So that's a cost plus model. So our marketing strategy is targeted on social media, local media streams, radio, TV, brochures, also presence at local agricultural fairs, community events. Also, we will also provide free trials, referral programs, workshops on how to use the platform because most merchant farmers don't have the know-how. So we'll give the workshops as well, and also partnering with transport providers, agricultural cooperatives, and government agencies for broader reach and credibility as well. So our competitors are also like Kamasa, Kagaveru, and Gabanet, an agri marketplace for the global. So analyzing all, our platform is differentiated from them by giving direct access for the farmers and merchants there, and also farmers can post their own products and merchants can also post and pay. Also flexible delivery options and a direct connection, and farmers can set their own prices as well. So that's focused on the supply chain efficiency as well. So those features and aspects differentiate us from the rest.
You have
So
2 minutes remaining.
Okay. So our estimated revenue forecast in the 5 years is like this. So after the second year, we will have subscription plans as well, and also the financial projection. So we have positive profit margins as well as it's listed here. So this is our team called Dave and our advisors. So partner with us in streamlining the agricultural supply chain and alleviating the inflation of farm products in the market. Thank you, and Get Tonight will continue with the demo.
Yes, night. Take over.
Okay. Hello and welcome to Farm to Table. This is going to be our landing page, on which we target both farmers and merchants. And we try to make it simple and interactive and intuitive for both users. Now let's try to sign up as a farmer. Once the farmer signs up, after including the necessary information, they'll be redirected to their login page. And after secure authentication, they can view their dashboard. On their dashboard, they can have summary cards of their previous interactions compared to last month's interaction, as well as visual graphs. And immediately they will see recent requests, which are the requests sent to them by the merchants if their products are still available. So here they can view the full requests they have been sent and try and change the status here, whether to accept or to reject the product. Later on, they can also view my products here. They see all the products listings they have posted on our platform, and the farmer can also add new products after including the necessary information, the image, and more. Once added, it can be viewed under my products page. The farmer can also edit their profile information and do more. Now let's proceed to the merchant side. Once we sign up as a merchant, we could log in, and here the merchant can also view status cards about available items, their interactions so far, their items they viewed so far. Apologies.
It's night. Apologies, but time is up. We're actually past time, about 2 minutes. So just one question before we go on to the judges. How far have you gone to the implementation, since I think this is only the prototype?
Yes, this is the prototype. We have gone almost halfway for the farmers page and almost done with the merchant. Some of it was viewed under the prototype video we sent you link.
Awesome. So judges, any questions?
I have one question for clarification. So the name implies that farm to table, I will be able to purchase something directly from farmers and it's going to come to my table. But the product gives me the impression that it's not coming to my table, going to the tables of the merchants. Probably the middleman who is going to sell it to me in Addis Ababa, let's say. Do I understand this correctly?
Yes, that's right.
I see. Then the name can be misleading. Like, although I really like the name, I don't know whether it's because but to me, it more felt like this is going to be more appropriate for a product that brings the good to my table. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I can also answer that question. So, if the farmers and the consumers connect, farmers couldn't sell their products like in a small amount to all the consumers there. So it will be so tiresome for them, and they don't want it as well. So according to our research, so that's why we chose to connect business to business and with the merchants as well. And then our main focus is alleviating the high costs because of those intermediaries, because they're the reasons for all those. So if we update them, we're just gonna have unaffordable agricultural goods for the consumers indirectly. So the consumers are gonna benefit from this indirectly. If that makes sense.
I get you. I get you. Definitely, that's a better business model. Like the other one is a lot harder to implement, as you mentioned. And one more recommendation I'm going to make: like keep in mind that it's going to be very hard to find many farmers with email addresses, right? So I've seen it as a mandatory field. So also, this is like we have seen. Is it website? It's more looked like a website, or are you planning to make it a mobile app?
Okay, for now, we're making it mobile responsive, but for the future updates, we're also gonna build the mobile app for them. And also, of course, that's the big challenge as well, because most of the farmers in Ethiopia, they don't even have access to smartphones. So that's gonna be a huge campaign that we are gonna make with the like partnering with the government companies and those companies. So giving the workshops, trainings them in the merchants as well, and also there are also farmers with the know-how of how to use those platforms. So we'll start from those and we'll expand. That's the plan.
Thank you.
So I wanna speak now because I want to add on this. So if you guys also check out how ECX did it, so like ECX is basically what you guys did for coffee. They directly connect farmers with buyers. So like they have their own way of handling those things. They've encountered with many farmers that they have that system that's working well for them. So check them out how they're doing those things, and maybe take some of the systems from there uh, to incorporate it in your platform. So like most, like even if they have phones, the farmers, they might not have smartphone. So this would be a huge barrier for you, like for the farmers to use your platform. So like check other systems out how they're doing it, and other systems can be integrated for in your platform to bring more farmers in your product.
Yeah, so we have also checked about the ECX, and yeah, it's so challenging to work on the agricultural sector in Ethiopia as well. So that's why we're left with a huge work in front of us. So that's gonna be made with partnering with a big government companies, and maybe starting to digitalize this whole thing. Maybe that's the example.
Thank you. I think Brooke Sodu has a question.
Yeah, so who'll be taking care of the transportation? Like, how would that work out?
Okay, so according to our research, since it's business to business, most of the merchants are like wholesalers. So those wholesalers have their own trucks, most of them, according to our research. So starting from them, there's also a section on our platform that's gonna ask when they pay, do you have your own truck or not? So if they have their own truck, like we will handle the delivery for them. We will use their own truck. But if not, we will use our own trucks. Our own trucks, when I say our own trucks, we're gonna collaborate with transport providers in the future as well, and then facilitate this. So our call center or the admins here are gonna handle the delivery. So also the payment is gonna be through us. So we'll be checking if the delivery reach the destination. Yeah.
I see. Yeah, but just to add on to what my and Debbie said, try to keep it as simple as possible, and maybe perhaps not having the complex graphs, and even potentially having a localized language version, because as we know, most farmers are not accustomed to this kind of platforms. So it's the gap is still high. Try to minimize the gap as much as possible before throwing those huge campaigns of educating the farmers on how to use your platform.
Yeah, that's also included in our future updates. The language, the workshops, the trainings, and huge works in front of us. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, I think that's it.
Just one more
Okay,
highlight. So when you're doing your forecasts, since a lot of variables and factors go into it, it's especially since you guys do not have data with your own product, refrain from using very specific figures. Like for example, after 5 years, you said you'll have 471 farmers. After 4 years, it will be 269. So, and merchants 536, 938. So these are very specific numbers, and these are just assuming, I mean, taking into consideration that these are just forecasts, just round it up to a whole number and keep it at that. Don't be too specific.
Yeah, noted. Okay, sure.
And be cautious on the visibility. The competitor analysis table was not that very visible, so let's be sure that the things that we're putting there on our slides are really visible.
Awesome. I think that's it. So farm to table. That's all. You guys can leave the meeting and hope for the best in the coming days. Judges start judging, and we go on to the next
Thanks so
topic.
much.
Ananya, by the way, if you send me the link for the video for the previous project, I can fill in the
No,
gaps
no,
in my scoring table.
yes, Galila has sent the link.
And team, also like keep in mind at 7 I have an external meeting with the mentors for the A2SV Hackathon 2024, meaning I have a hard cutoff at 7. So if we want to finish, like we have 18 minutes, let's get the new groups as quick as possible and be strict with the timing. Is Kadan still going to be part of presentations?
What was that? What was
the last one? Kadan, Adis Hivot. It's put in a different color on my sheet. Are they going to be part of the presentation or no? Do we have 2 more or 3 more to go?
Adisuet is a part of the presentation. Yes, Adisuet is a part of the
Okay, so 3 more teams, then please, Ananya, Tolo, let's bring them.
Okay, Galila, if you may, bring in the next team. Okay. So you guys could start presenting due to a time constraint. You have 6 minutes. Be fast. Okay, could you guys please start the presentation? So, one of you, please share your screen. Only 6 minutes, so fast.
Hello, my name is Miran. I'm from Team Octillion. So did you know that Ethiopia's most farmers lack access to real-time market data, weather forecast, and trading opportunities? This information gap leads to significant losses, with farmers experiencing a 21.35% post-harvest loss and main crops an average loss of 23% across all crops. And as a result, 35% of the population faces food insecurity. So here comes our solution. Welcome to Greenit, Ethiopia's revolutionary platform empowering farmers, traders, and policymakers with real-time market data, weather forecast, and trading opportunities. By using our platform, farmers and traders will be benefited from enhanced decision-making, increased profitability, risk mitigation, and educational empowerment. In our business model, we plan to form partnership with agricultural institutions, tech companies, and angels. Additionally, we offer advertising and sponsorship opportunities for businesses and agricultural sector. Lastly, we seek governmental funding for technological advancements, and also we have premium features. In our market plan, we plan to have extension services like training agents and assisting farmers, cooperative partnership with local farming cooperatives and leaders, and also radio broadcasts to share updates and community engagement during village meetings and market days. And competitive landscape, we're Ethiopia's first platform offering real-time market data. Globally, we have competitors like AgriWeb, AgMagnet, Enam, and Infarm, among others. This raises a question: why haven't this platform been successful in Ethiopia? Or neither have local platforms have addressed this problem. Ethiopia's digital infrastructure and internet connectivity might pose challenges for the seamless operation of these platforms, especially in rural areas where many farmers are located. Additionally, there is a significant language barrier that needs to be addressed. So that's why Our system plans to be available in major local languages, adding offline access and SMS updates for places with no internet. So you can say, what makes you guys unique beside this? We have interactive maps showing places with their highest demand. And also, we're planning to have we're planning to integrate price forecasting features using artificial intelligence. In the next 3 years, we aim to reach millions of Ethiopian farmers and traders, increasing adoption for growth through community partnership, offline accessibility, and tailored educational resources. Moving forward, we plan to integrate local unions which govern market prices
2 minutes.
Into our platform. This integration will streamline communication between farmers and market influencers, significantly enhancing agricultural output by eliminating inefficiencies caused by lack of knowledge and communication. So Pascal Gabrahana will present our demo.
Hello team, I'm Pascal Gabrana from Team Octilane. This is our, I'm going to present the demonstration and prototype. This is our page, which contains the highlights of the content. There is a sign up. After sign up, there is a personalized details that they can personalize their dashboard, and there, these are all the first are questions. And this is the homepage for the user. This contains the dashboard, the main. The dashboard contains an overview, the weekly views of the market status, the weather data, and crop lists on the left side, as you can see, and on the right side, you can see the weekly overview, the top high demand, an alert, and a community. And down below, there is an interactive map which shows the highly demand areas. And this is a mobile prototype. And this is our deployed product, Grenade, and which contains the landing page. And there is a login. We can say at gmail.com and password. And after the login, you can see the dashboard, the overviews, the market status, the overview.
Okay, apologies, but all the videos, and do not worry, they will also check that out. Judges, any questions and suggestions? Hopefully there are none, considering the time. Yes, none. Yeah, you guys can start judging. Thank you, Greenet. You guys could leave now. Next team, Galina, could you get the next team in?
I have one question. So where the data is going to come from? Like, it's very nice if we have those insights, whether I understand, but especially the market insights. How do we know in which area there is a higher demand, or like what's the price of the crop? Is there like an online market or offline market that these things are decided? I really have no visibility to the market in Ethiopia in farming. If somebody knows, it would be really nice to know.
Okay.
If we don't know yet, then I would definitely recommend doing the research team, because like when you are solving a real world problem, keep in mind there are components that are not related to technology that also have to be brought together. Because at the end of the day, let's say you build the technology, the system is working, but if you don't have the data to feed into that system, right, it's not going to provide value. I believe the idea is very novel. Such kind of insights are going to be super helpful for the farmers. However, creating those insights may be challenging. Like I don't have the visibility. I would, if I were you, I would definitely get validation on how difficult it is and whether it is solvable by our team or not. Thank you.
Yes, Emre, that was also my question. I believe the pricing list could come from ESEX, but I don't think they have all the commodities that they've listed on ESEX. So I had questions on the remaining commodities.
Got you. Maybe we can start from the ones that are listed, right? So if there is some
Yes, I
information
think
available.
that's where they were going, perhaps.
Very nice. So maybe Zelalem, you can let the team know. I'm not sure if they are aware. Would be nice. Thank you.
Okay, great.
You could go on to you could go on to the next team. Okay, team members that have already entered, you may start. Your presentation, you have 6 minutes. Governor, are you the one presenting?
I'm not the one.
Who's the individual presenting? No one. Yes, Governor, who's the individual presenting and is he in the meeting?
I don't think she's in the meeting. No, I'm not the one presenting. Marbabt was the one presenting.
Okay, where is?
I think her internet is not good, maybe.
Okay. So yeah, I think Emery, this is gonna be the last thing you're gonna be judging due to the time constraints. So you could check out the live stream maybe after.
Sounds good. Thank you, Ananya. I already have to do it for another project.
Okay, so you will be checking the demo video and also, I guess, the live stream.
Thank you.
Perhaps could Kibir now present? Would that
I think
be possible?
she joined.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, I think my okay. Could you start the presentation?
Sure.
Awesome. Okay.
You can see my screen, right?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay. So hello everyone. We are Space Hub with the motto of affordable space for ambitious mind. So people spend a lot of their time at work. So having a suitable space for work is crucial. Now let's take a scenario of someone looking to start a business, right? So the process involves finding location, navigating rental option, evaluating prices and space details, which all of this require time, energy, and resource. And this challenge is presented in other scenarios too, such as for freelancers with flexible working hours, for engineers looking to a cubed workshop, for event planners, and for startups too. Well, lucky A2SV startups, they receive support with suitable space and they won't face this overwhelming process, but others do. Meanwhile, space owners, particularly those with space availability on different schedule, like college, they're trying to connect with their target market. So both parties face challenges like lack of flexible renting option,
ideas. But this is the tip of the iceberg. I hope the quality in the lower projects were also at this level or at this comparable level. For the future, we should push for that. And don't get disappointed again. Do not compare these projects with more evolved, more baked projects. But one lesson that I'm getting from this is we can do more in terms of idea selection team. Because like that's the choosing direction part. That's the time where we need the support from senior people. People who understand the local market, who understand the behavior. Like even at this stage, we can involve people like Adis Alamayu, because like it's very decisive. If we choose a wrong direction for the project, even if the team does their best, we may not get great results. So remember, choosing the direction, which problem to attack. This is probably the most important decision we take. So better to utilize our connections with the seniors and get the guidance at this level. Thank you. See you, team. Ciao.
Thank you, Emre.
This is our competitive landscape, and our competitive edge lies on these features that distinct us from both international and local competitors, which are group renting option, ease of information access, temporary rental option, and others. So this is our financial projection. It shows exponential growth of revenue for the next 3 years. Finally, meet our mentors and the team. We're from G55, 2 front-end and 2 back-end. Thank you. Now we can proceed to the demo presentation. Yes, okay. So can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, so this is our landing page where every information about SpaceHub is. And even if you don't have an account, you can see space detail information such as price, location, and everything. You can also filter by property type, by price, and by duration. And if you want to see the detailed page of the space, this is what it looks like. A Mantis description, property description, price planning for a desk, for office, map, and user review. So the next feature is by filling these forms, property type, number of people, it will automatically calculate the payment you have to pay, and you can use this feature. Now you need an account. So by filling this form, you're gonna get one. So well, these two features, this one.
Remaining with 2 minutes.
Okay. This one is a send offer. So this is more like finding a roommate or a coworker. It's the same logic. So either using their username or an interest, you can send an email, and if they accept it, you can co-work and share a place. So this is what the booking process looks like. We integrated an agreement later where the two people agree.
So once you have an account, you have access to your dashboard where every data is recorded. You can also go to a premium subscription. This is the summary page. Every transaction is going to be recorded. And this is a My List page where a space owner can post or unpost spaces if it is rented or if it is available. So on this, it can also see edits the post and subscribe to premium, uh, which I mentioned about one of our revenue method. So this is also what it looks like, the notification for the other person, and the other person can also accept or reject the invitation to co-work with, for example, Ababa. And this is a form where a place owner, if they want to post, they have to fill all these forms: name, location, property type, upload image, and all. Well, this feature, it will allow the space, the person who
Apologies,
rented
your
the.
time is up.
Okay, okay.
Awesome. They will be reviewing your demo videos, pitch deck, so no worries. Yeah, so judges, any remarks, questions on? Yes.
Would you offer your premium features to? Is it people who are looking for the people that are?
The space owner to increase their reachability.
Oh, I see. So how do you keep track of their reachability? Is it
By
a case
posting,
where? Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
by posting their posts frequently and to be easily accessed for the users on the front page and like that.
I see. And does the payment goes through your platform?
Yes.
Is it where? Oh, okay.
Yes, we
And
haven't
that's where they get their
implemented.
commission.
Yes.
Not Malik, I think. Yeah. You could ask your question.
So yeah, my question is like, why did you target like the people that's looking for workspaces? Why not for like people who are looking for rentals, like for their homes and things like that? And yeah,
Oh,
my
that's
other question is on your quantitative analysis slide. You said your platform is affordable, and how is that like affordable? What like different things do you provide? That's a question I have.
okay. So uh, based on our market research, currently we figure the demanding field is the workspace. But like I said, we also work with people who rent a venue, a workshop, office rental places. They can also post their space in our platform. But for now, that is going to be our future plan. But for now, we're targeting office and workplace. Did I answer your question or?
Yeah, my question was why, like, and I think it's based on your research, and the
Yes,
demand is that.
yes. In our target market slide, I shared there are thousands of business startups, a million of freelancers. So that's why we're targeting those field for now. But like I said, this is a scalable uh, thing because working space, like you said, it is there are various working spaces.
Okay, yeah, my question was why not like home rentals, just like to live in and things like that.
Okay, so we wanted to do house rentals or other things, or but what we found was those kind of niches were occupied by other providers, and as a student or as a worker, what we have faced was the problem we would get most of the time was if we want to work on something, and you wanted a place to work on, you wouldn't find any. For example, as she mentioned at earlier pages, or at the start of the presentation, she mentioned that if you wanted to work, for example, you are a mechanical engineer graduate or someone like that, and if you wanted to work on a specific project, and you wanted to do some kind of improvements on your workers, you could need some kind of temporal places to work on, but you wouldn't find them. And at the first, when we started, it was also working space and rental place, I mean living places too, but because we found the working space part that was not worked on, and also because we have to make our because we have to choose our target customers, we choose the working part, not the living one. But at the start, it was also we also thought of that.
Awesome. Does anyone else have Farooq?
Yeah, I actually wanted to ask about the implementation. What we've seen on the demo, was it an implementation or a Figma prototype?
It's
Because
a
I couldn't.
Figma. It's a Figma prototype. We really try to focus on the Figma prototype, and we couldn't manage to finish the implementation. We started implemented 3 pages, around 3 or 4 pages. So by discussing with our mentors, they recommend us to show the prototype, the Figma design.
Okay, gotcha. I just want to verify that. But one point here on the previous issue Mahi raised, I can see that where she's coming from, but I also understand the answer from the team. Starting from a very niche group is sometimes a good thing, and office workspace has its own chemistry, and some of the other features mentioned, like sharing a working place and things like that. I like those things. So yeah, I'm supporting the team on this. Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to know why they chose that. Yeah, that's like not why. Like,
Awesome. Okay, so I think everybody's done. Thank you, Space Hub. The results are going to be posted in the coming days. You could leave the breakout room. Judges, start judging, and thumbs up when you finish. Galila, please add in the next individual. The last one, judges. So long hackathon judging, if I may. Okay, so I'm assuming all the judges are finished judging. So the last team we have is Adis Kiwat, who's going to be doing the presentation. Raise of hands. He's going to be doing the presentation. You have 6 minutes exactly. I'm going to say warn you, and you have 2 minutes remaining. So please continue.
Kalkidan is the one who is going to present. She's
Oh,
joining. Okay, she has joined.
Alkidan Kidani, could you be kind and start the presentation? We have 6 minutes. I will warn you when you have 2 minutes remaining. That is for all the presentation, including the implementation and also your pitch deck.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Today, we are excited to present a dessert which focuses on the recovery journey of people who are struggling with addiction and mental health issues. Life is a journey that's filled with joys and challenges. But when addiction becomes part of that journey, the joy feels out of reach, leading to devastating consequences. For many, the struggle with addiction is a battle fought in isolation, which often results in tragic consequences like suicide. Many factors contribute for making this journey even harder. The very first one is while most addictions are made worse by the digital world, there is no comprehensive digital support for the recovery. Another main issue is finding a verified mental health therapist with an affordable price. Another main challenge is being misunderstood by the society, which results in the lack of strong support during the recovery journey. Here is where our platform comes into the picture. AddiSuite is an AI-powered platform that provides recovery plans, virtual therapy sessions with a verified mental health therapist, and a secure and active community support by connecting individuals with the same journey. We provide personalized recovery plans that are specifically tailored through individual's history and preference. We track the user progress that will determine the current state of his recovery journey. The daily check-ins will help us determine the user feeling and mood trends on daily basis. Additionally, we provide features like habit tracker, 24/7 AI assistant, and educational resources. We also have a crisis support that will take in action in time of emergency. Our Exploring the market opportunity, we find that more than 13 million people struggle with addiction, and around 160 million people struggle with mental disorder in Africa. This makes up our target audience. There are around 17,000 mental health workers in Africa. We suggest that there is only one mental health worker per 15,000 population. This reminds us the issue needs to be addressed as soon as possible. Our go-to-market strategy is reaching out our target audience by partnering with rehab centers and mental health organizations. We onboard therapists so that they can onboard patients into our platform. We plan to generate revenue by collecting a therapy session fee, partnership with recovery centers, and advertisement. Our final projection for the next 3 years looks like this. Compared to the current platforms that aim on recovery journey, we are the only one to provide personalized recovery plans, community support, and AI assistant together. Even though some offer virtual therapy sessions, they are not affordable to many people. And this is our team. And finally, we are looking for resources, mentorship, and guidance to scale our platform and reach out a bigger audience. So let's move on onto the Figma design. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Here is our landing page. It provides an overview of what we do and why people should choose us. It also has a call to action button that will guide the persons to sign up into our page. And there are also lists of the we provide. Getting started, we find our sign up page. We collect all the needed information from the user. We will ask the user the solutions that you have tried before, the triggers, and the hobbies. This will help us generate the personalized recovery plans. This generates personalized recovery plans based on his history and preference. If the user has already an account, he can just readily sign in using either Google, Facebook, or emails. Logging into our platform, we find our homepage. The homepage consists of the quote of the day that will inspire the user to achieve his goal for the day. We also have a detailed explanation of what we provide and the current features. We have different pages, and since we didn't have time, we are able to implement the AI part only. So now I will take it.
It's visible.
Yeah, you can see it.
Hello everyone, welcome to the AI powered life assistance coach. So in the landing page, you're going to see different functionalities that our platform provides. The three of them on the above are from the AI part, and three of them are not from AI part. In the AI part, we have an AI assistant which gives 24/7 assistance. So let's get started. So in here, we're going to have a login page. So to save time, we're going to go to the registration page from here, and we're going to fill these parts to save time. I have pre-filled, so let's submit that. And it's going to give us a button to go to the login part. So at this login, we can now join by what we have filled now. So here we're going to go to the home page. It shows the features that I've been talking about on the landing page. So let's start with chat with AI. So here we have suggestions to ask questions, and we can also ask any question. So let's say, how can I stop smoking? And the AI will generate a personalized answer for me based on the information that I have filled now. So
Yeah,
the
we use
second one is daily check-in.
quality. Uh, so do not worry, the judges have links to your demo videos and also pitch deck videos, so they will review it on that. But for the presentation needs that. Thank you very much. So judges, questions? Yes, Farooq, let's start with you. Farooq Santu.
Yeah, regarding your business model on making sessions, making the sessions required to pay for the sessions, I wouldn't say go for that because like most addicted people are resistive to therapy. And once you sell the idea of there is a platform where you can get therapies, if you sell the idea of them having to pay for the session, it's I don't think that you'd scale as effectively as you would, and you're also limiting the impact. I would say generate revenue from ads or other means besides having the addicted people having to pay for the sessions. Yeah, I just wanted to make that suggestion.
Okay, the since the platform is not only for the addicted persons, it's also for the mental health issue persons. So we thought maybe we could collect like acting like as an intermediary, since they might face issue finding therapists. I mean, some people are also like willing to pay that money, but they didn't have the access to the therapists. That's why.
Farooq, are you satisfied with that answer?
I get that we need to generate revenue, and this impact-wise, you should have at least for the therapist giving something in the form of a pro bono for therapies, and also like how much are we thinking about like, how much do they have to pay? Have you guys thought of that yet, or maybe in the future?
No, we are thinking like postponing it on the future. Like we were focusing on the impacts that it would make on people's lives instead of the generating revenue and the business models.
I see. Another suggestion that I forgot to mention is for the chatbot, it should be somewhere fixed everywhere so that people can just, go to the landing page, get access to the chat, and ask whatever they need instead of, going through some clickables and finding it and then opening it. That should be there always on every page. It can be a small button. I would do that improvement.
Okay, on that, there is a dashboard that says chat with an AI on the implementation part. So that dashboard doesn't go like it's a nav bar. So always you can get a chat support there.
Nice. Okay.
Satisfied? I guess yes. So Malik, you could take over now.
Okay, my question is regarding the regulation. So, we're trying to onboard people who have addictions and some mental problem. So, like one thing we need to be careful is like not leaving them with the to chat with the AI. So, you guys also need to regulate like how the AI is interacting with it and like the conversations that the person is having with the AI, so that people can act on it. And yeah, you guys also need to. Is there a plan of how you guys would regulate this? First of all.
Uh, the AI is like designed to comfort the user so that whenever the person feels lonely or whenever he's needing an company, it will just contact with him. But we can record the conversations that are made with the person and the AI, and we can like act when the person is not feeling well or when we see something like unwell, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, you guys need to take care of that because this is a big issue and it's really hard for even for people to handle it, and leaving it for his chatbot might not be a good idea. AI might help in some sense, but there needs to be some human regulation or some a professional regulating it and making sure that the conversation is going in the right way.
Mark, okay. I guess we have Zalalab. You could take over.
All right, thanks, team. So, my question is regarding confidentiality and anonymity. So, when it comes to mental health issues, a lot of people can be deterred by the thought that they will be in front of a person and pouring out all their problems. Have you guys thought of a method uh, to still speak to a therapist or pour out their emotions without having to be in front of the therapist or while being completely anonymous, or perhaps getting suggestions and inspirations from a group that are dedicated to mental health?
Currently, what we are thinking with the therapist page is, since we didn't have time, it's supposed to be like a chat kind of way. We are not gonna have a video call, so the user and the therapist can chat with each other, and the user can enter any name that he wants. So his full information would be administered by us. So it wouldn't be like the person would be anonymous to the therapist even, and he can have like he can blur his face maybe during the video call if you are going to extend it to the video call.
I see. And for the chat feature, are you going to charge them? Is the therapist session fee for chatting with the therapist?
No, currently, yeah, actually, the user can choose like either chatting with the therapist or the video call. But if he's going to process both of them, we are gonna fee the session.
All right, thank you.
Also,
And to add on that, okay, can I?
Continue.
Okay, we have some features which are not implemented yet, but we are thinking to add in the future, like the community support, where we're going to have a group and each individual can share their history, and then some users might be benefited from that on what is asked now. And also, we're going to have a crisis support, which is an immediate support for emergency cases. So these things have been an upcoming feature.
Yeah, great. Community support will definitely help in this initiative.
Okay, I have one point, especially regarding the feasibility. I'm not sure if people with mental health and addiction could be able to consistently use, I don't know, a platform to help them in this cause. Instead, I could see this being more functional for people who are actually in need of advice, like before actually going to the mental problem or really deep into the addiction. because like once people are down that road, I think a physical space like rehabilitation centers and things like that are going to be very required. Uh, Even with partnership with such kind of organization, I'm not sure where you could provide value because let's say if a person has a mental health or an addiction and if they require a rehabilitation center, they have to go to that rehabilitation center, and I don't think they are going to be required to use this platform once they are in that center. So let's try to find a best way to decouple this process. I can see you could provide some value somewhere, but I'm not sure if that like on the end part where there is the problem, I'm not sure where that's where you guys could shine. And instead, it could be earlier than that, earlier than having those major problems. So let's think of that from that perspective. That's my first recommendation. My second one is going to be on your pitch deck. Let's not include companies or platforms that are not going to be providing any of the values that you're providing. I'm seeing Calm here. None of the values are provided and everything is X. So I don't see where this platform is competitor with you. So let's not have such kind of things on our pitch deck. Thank you.
Okay, so like one thing to add on top of what Brooke said is, yeah, like this can also be like reutilized for people to start a good habit. So like they want to start something good, something like to develop some good habits, and like the platform can provide a plan, a personalized plan of how to achieve that. So yeah, I think like not only for people who are deep in addiction and people people who wants to change their lifestyle early on, they can also use it, and that could be one area of where the platform can give value. So
Can we add something on it?
Sure.
Okay. So when we are trying to say that we are trying to help people with addiction and mental health issue, we are trying to say that people who are really in need of help, like uh, as you say that most people in addiction doesn't want help, but there are also a lot of people who need help but doesn't get help right away. They might have work, they might have a lot of issues going on with them, so they couldn't have. But like with your mobile phone, you are always active. You can like have maybe notifications, like the digital world is making it worse and worse. We are not just talking about normal addictions, there are also behavioral addictions that are made worse by the digital world every day. So when we say also the mental health part, we are talking about the stresses that people face. And yeah, at the start, we thought about the prevention method also, like for teenagers. Before getting into an addiction, they should have a therapist, maybe, or some helper or a community support that will tell them not to go through that path. It's not a good path. So we were thinking of like widening the portion, but we didn't have that much time. So we try to keep it simple. And for the addictions, it's for the people who are actually in need of help. Thank you.
Thank you, Kalkidan, and also the whole team. I guess that's it. Wait for your results in the coming days. Yes, you could leave the meeting. So, judges, that was the last team. Just thumbs up when you finish grading them, and we can conclude the live judging of the hackathon. Alarm is done.
So I've put some presets in terms of the grading, but I would like to have some extension so that I can review the pitch decks and
Yes,
whatnot.
yes,
Yeah.
sure. You could fine tune your grading after this meeting. It's just
Sounds good.
the ones you have right now are just a rough view of the grading.
Okay.
You have the Canva, you have the pitch deck videos, the demo videos. Maybe if there is a deployment, there is also that. You could check it out and make your final decision. Hopefully, until midnight would be quite awesome.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you, Anand.
Thank you. So that's, I think we could conclude it.
Ananya, before we conclude,
Yes.
on the grading sheets, I think it would be nice if we include the deployed links, so you can see the functionality of the things, the platforms.
I'm assuming
I
to
think
have
only
that
the
like that.
GitHub is, yeah, only the GitHub is linked. I don't
Okay,
think the deployed. Yeah.
okay, we'll make sure that deployed links are also included. Any other remarks from the judges or any resources you want for better decision? I think that's pretty much it, right? Any
Yeah, looks like it.
Awesome. So let's see the results tomorrow, which is going to be quite a good day. Thank you, Brooke Zoru. Thank you, Brooke Makonnen, my late Haile, Zalaman Bogala, and Emre. When you see the stream, thank you for most of the judges as well. Bye, guys. Oh, Gandhi too. Thank
Bye, guys.
you.